In June 2018, Walmart announced that they are ending their partnership with American Public University and we're going in favor of a new program called Live Better U. U is the letter U. Now, under their previous alliance with APU, Walmart would pay 15% of a student's college tuition, while APU would handle 100% of the cost of books. Now, how did APU handle this? Well, about 95% of their books are actually e-books that are intertwined into the online classroom. Okay. Now, Live Better U started offering online classes for Walmart employees like yours truly last fall of 2018. And the cost to enroll in these courses would be just about equal to $1 a day. Okay. And there would be, with 100% of the book cost eligible for reimbursement. Now for some personal news. In February of 2018, I decided to take some time off from attending American Public University because my pending move to Greensboro, North Carolina was too great of a distraction. I missed out on fall 2018 classes because I could not get my high school transcripts without displaying that I had North Carolina residency. I had to go through a lengthy battle between my car insurance company and the Florida Department of Motor Vehicles to get my car registered for North Carolina, because Florida had suspended my license because when I moved to North Carolina in June of 2018, I switched my insurance from Florida to North Carolina because it's a lot cheaper in North Carolina than Florida. But I kept my car registered and tagged for Florida. Eventually, Florida DMV found out about this. They suspended my license, and we had this long back and forth between my insurance company and the state of Florida. It was a mess, okay? However, in May 2019, I finally got that straightened out and began the process to enroll in Live Better U. Now, one thing I want to say about this enrollment process before I really get down into the grits of it, it's a fairly lengthy process. It is going to take, if you start right now, it's going to take you about 6 to 8 weeks. So classes begin on Tuesday, the day after Labor Day, for the fall semester. So if you were looking to attend classes, for Live Better U, for Labor Day, no. Now, if you want to start attending classes the first Monday in November, okay, for fall 2 semester, and start now, go through the process, that is doable, okay. This Live Better U, this is not your from personal experience, going back now 15 years ago, after I'd graduated from high school in 2004, my parents and I thought that I was all set up to attend at the University of South Florida. And keep in mind, I was living in Maryland at the time, so I would be going on out-of-state tuition. However, my family and I, we'd fill out the FAFSA, and we got back the award report, and it said estimated family contribution would be $17,000, okay? My family could afford to pay that much tuition for at least the first year, okay? However, it became, I received a phone call. This was just probably, remember, I was all set for U.S. University of South Florida. I'd even met my roommate we had talked on the phone and so forth a couple weeks before. This was like the 1st of August. Okay, classes were supposed to start in like 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, got a phone call from financial aid department. We were all set to pay $17,000, but then the financial aid department said, no, you have to pay full out-of-state tuition cost, which at that time, it's probably a lot higher now. In 2004, it was $28,000 a year. My parents balked at that, and I told them, I want to take out student loans. They were like, no, you can't do that either. So had to go. So we thought, okay, well, I was going to go down to Florida anyway, but I was going to enroll in community college, or no, like go down there, transfer to a grocery store. I was working at the time, Albertson's company, and work there for a year, establish residency, and they get in-state tuition next year. However, that never happened because on the way down there, got involved in a pretty traumatic car accident in South Carolina. So, long story short, had to enroll at the local community college there in Maryland called Chesapeake College. Now, the nice thing about a lot of community colleges is you can register the day before classes start and still attend your classes and everything. It's not some long, tedious process like Live Better U is, okay? So, if you want to attend college right away, yeah, your community college is probably your best bet. But, if you're somebody like me in your early 30s and you've worked a lot of dead-end jobs and life just has not really blossomed yet fully for you, then this program offered through Walmart. It's also offered through a lot of other employers, Chipotle, Disney, Lowe's Home Improvement, those sort of things. Live Better is definitely a good path to take. Okay, so your step one of the enrollment process is you're going to go to the Guild Education website. Okay, now you want to think of Guild Education as the liaison between your employer and the college that you're going to attend to. Now, I ultimately picked Brandman University because they have fairly open admission standards, and they have a year-round flexible course schedule. But the Live Better U program through Walmart, you can also pick from Bellevue University or even the University of Florida online. Now, these are all online schools, and they are highly ranked, and they all offer strong curriculum and job skills that prospective employers look for. Okay, so in other words, don't worry, you're not going to go to one of these for-profit degree mill schools like your ITT Tech, which thankfully is now out of business. The government, accused them of fraud and everything, and they're gone. So, but you never know. There's all these other colleges, like there's this one called ECPI in Greensboro, and some of them could maybe not be on the up and up. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Now, also, the cool thing about Brandman University is that it is backed by a private college called Chapman University, which is a school that leans conservative and is based in Southern California. Also, radio talk show host Mark Levin sent both of his kids to college there, too. Okay. Now, step 2, after you fill out the admission application online, in about 3 to 5 business days, you will receive a phone call from an advisor from Guild Education. This phone call will last about 15 to 20 minutes, and they'll let you know beforehand, 15 or 20 minutes to talk. If you don't, then you can set up an appointment when you can talk for 15, 20 minutes via telephone. But they're going to ask you some questions. They're going to ask questions about your job, your employment history, how many hours do you work, how many hours can you commit to school, or you think you can commit to school, previous college experience, your support network, friends, family, hobbies, as well as why are you going back to school and what are your goals that you hope to accomplish with a college degree. Okay. Don't think of this as like a job interview. Think of this more as you're just going to talk to your high school guidance counselor about your future. I mean, it's very important, but don't think about it like, there are no wrong answers. Here's what I'm trying to say. Okay. You can bomb a job interview, but you can't bomb a phone call with a guild education advisor. Okay. Let's see here. Now, did I already read that? Okay. Step 3, gathering your transcripts. If you're like me and you've gone to 4 or 5 other colleges in the past and bounced around a little bit, this step is going to be a real pain in the ass. So I'll just let you right now. Now, if you have only attended high school, this is not going to be such a pain in the ass. Okay. I had to print out a form and then send it via snail mail to get my high school transcripts. Okay, and I also had to have what I told you already. I had to have a photo ID with my current address on it. And for several months after moving to North Carolina, I still had a Florida photo ID, so that wouldn't work. Okay. Now, all the colleges I attended, you can actually go online and order your transcripts. And even one college, I believe it was Indian River State College in Florida, they will actually send you the transcripts for free. Okay. Let's see here. But the other 3 institutions I attended, you had to pay. So I spent close to $30 getting my transcripts sent. Okay. Plus then I had to pay like an extra $5 in fees because the transcript company that services these colleges does not accept American Express cards. That's where my primary banking is with. Okay. All right. So step 3B. You get the transcripts, and there's going to be multiple steps to this. First, you're going to have you're going to have the transcripts sent to you. Okay, they could be, the best way is via email, but if you want to do snail mail, you can. It's just going to take a few more days, and it's going to be a little bit more expensive. Okay, you're going to get these are your unofficial transcripts. Okay. So then you're going to take pictures of them, load them to your computer, and then send them via email to Brandman University. Okay. So after a few days, no more than a week or so, Brandman will say, okay, we got your transcripts, but now we want you to pay another $30 and send the transcripts sealed. In other words, you're going to send the transcripts directly from your old college to Brandman. Okay, official transcripts. After that, another week goes by. Probably at least 2 or 3 weeks goes by. Brandman University will review your transcripts and see what courses you can transfer in and which ones cannot transfer, kind of thing. Step number 6. This is probably the most, I say, fun, important step of the process, is you get to meet with your academic advisor. Okay. Now, this is going to be an appointment. You're going to talk on the phone with your academic advisor, and you also have to have a computer online at the same time. Okay. This is going to be about a 45-minute appointment, and you can make an appointment beforehand to make sure you have at least 45 minutes. Don't do this, try to do this on a 15-minute break at work, is what I'm trying to say, But you're going to go to the Brandman University website. Your advisor is going to guide you through this, but it's really neat. What they've done is you will see that they have provided you with a recommended, not required, schedule of classes to take, what classes they think you should take and in what sequence you should take. Okay. Another thing they're going to provide you with is a degree audit sheet. Okay. This will tell you what classes you need to take in order to get your degree and what classes have transferred and have fulfilled Brandman University requirements, and also what classes did not transfer in to the Brandman University's degree audit sheet. Okay. You're also going to get your expected graduation date, which is pretty exciting too. And this is going to be based on what information you told your guild advisor back on your first interview. I told my guild advisor that I'm really looking to take one class per semester. Okay. Now you can actually take up to 3 classes a semester, but remember, full-time is 2. Okay. You can take 3, but full-time is 2. And these classes are 8 weeks. Your standard college course is usually 16 weeks. So don't push yourself too hard to where you're overworking yourself. Okay. Step number 7 in the process is you're going to have another phone meeting, this time with a department called One Stop. This meeting is going to be about 20 to 30 minutes. They're going to discuss how to register for classes. They're also going to discuss how you pay for classes. Okay. Step number 8 is orientation. This will be done on the web. Okay. And this will be about 1 hour long. In the orientation, you'll learn all about what your online courses are, how to operate Blackboard, all the mechanics of your online courses, discussion post, where to find your, syllabus and all that stuff. Also, how to work the virtual library, career services offered by Brandman, as well as any academic tutoring, especially in math and writing with that. Okay. Step number 9 is, guess what? Yes, another phone call. Okay. This time it's going to be only about 15-20 minutes long, and this is going to be with your guild advisor. Okay. Now this phone call is probably the most relaxed phone call, because your guild advisor is going to be, think of them as your coach. Okay. My coach, his name is Shannon, and on the phone she was very happy, very bubbly, very upbeat. Your guild advisor should be somebody who you can call anytime, pretty much, get encouragement, study tips and skills, how to study, time management, work life, school balance, that sort of thing. I also saw her picture on the Brandman, it was Guild Education website, and she's also kind of cute too. Shh, it'll be our little secret. Okay. But Guild is based in Denver, so she probably lives in Denver, and I live in North Carolina, and wouldn't work anyway. Anyway, step number 10 is paying tuition. Okay. Now, don't worry if you miss this, forget about this step, because you will receive a detailed email from One Stop about where to go on the Brandman University website to pay for your tuition. Okay, so the big question you probably want to know is $1 a day cost. Is this legit? And I say yes, it is. Okay. Now here's how it works. At the beginning of each class, you will pay $60. Okay. Keep in mind, each class runs for about 2 months, and there are about 30 days in each month. Okay. 2 months times 30 is 60 days. 60 days equals $60. Okay. Now, if $60 is a hardship for you, you do have a 30-day grace period to pay the $60. Or think of it as the entire $60 is due by the end of week 4. Remember, there are 8 weeks in a class. Okay, so at the halfway point. But you must discuss this arrangement with One Stop, because if you don't pay the $60 or make plans to pay the $60, you will be dropped from your courses. The deadline for payment, or to let One Stop know you want to go on a payment plan, is by the end of the first day of class. Okay, remember that. Okay. Now, another very important thing you probably want to know is the book reimbursement program. Okay, now in order to buy books, the first step you want to do is you want to go to the my.brandman.edu website, click on Student Services, then click on the Bookstore tab, and from there you look on your class schedule that your academic advisor has given you, okay, and type in your course number, okay, and make sure that after you type in the course number you get the online section, or it'll say OL, okay. Now keep in mind, not all courses require books, and it'll let you know, okay. Like I have a course that starts on Tuesday, LBSU 302. You go to the bookstore, it'll say no books are required for this class, okay. And also keep in mind too that some courses don't use the book until later on in the course. So if you're really strapped for cash and want to wait to buy the book, in some cases you can do this, okay, but make sure you consult the course syllabus before you do this, okay. Don't be one of those people who just says, oh, I'll buy the book in like week 3 or 4, and then find out you have 2 or 3 term papers due that are like 3,000 words each. You're way behind and can't never catch up, okay. Now the wonderful folks at Brandman University at Bookstore tab, they'll give you all the info you need about the book. They'll give you the author, the title, the editor, the edition, and the ISBN number. And also, most times they'll give you even a picture of what the book looks like, okay? Now, you should know that you are not required to buy the books directly from the Brandman University bookstore, okay? You can buy them anywhere. You can buy them from Amazon or Chegg.com, or if you want to rent them from your local library, you could probably do that too, if they have them. Book reimbursement, okay. Typically what's going to happen is you buy your books before week 1, okay, and then what will happen is on Tuesday of week 3, after the add drop period has passed, the book reimbursement period will open up, okay. Now make sure when you buy your books you keep the receipt, the email receipt, okay. Don't do what some of us do and click go through your email every day and clean it up. You want to keep these bookstore emails, okay. Okay, so what's going to happen is the book reimbursement period opens on Tuesday of week 3. You're going to take pictures of your receipts, upload them to the Guild Education website, okay. Okay, and do that. Now, how long does it take to get your money back? If you're counting from week 3, it's going to take about 3 weeks, okay. Now if you're counting from the beginning of the semester, it's going to be about 5 weeks, okay. So here's what will happen. If you file for book reimbursement in week 3, okay, sometime between Tuesday and Friday of week 3, okay, what will happen is and let's say Walmart, you usually get paid by Walmart, you're going to have a check in week 4, okay. You will not get your book reimbursement on the week 4 paycheck from Walmart. You will get the book reimbursement in a paycheck in week 6, okay. So yeah, that's where I get the 3 to 5 weeks number from, okay. Now keep in mind, Guild Education, they'll reimburse any book expense as long as it is listed in the course syllabus. Also, you can buy new books, you can buy used books, you can rent books, you can buy ebook, okay, and they'll even reimburse you no matter what kind of shipping you do. If you want to ship it standard, if you want it shipped to your house express, if you want it next day, if you want it overnight, they will reimburse the book cost, the shipping cost, and any applicable sales taxes too, okay. It's pretty cool. let's talk about the start of class. Classes usually begin the first Monday every other month, okay? However, the thing I like most about Brandman University is usually the online course will actually load on your Blackboard account the Friday before Monday start, okay? So usually it's Friday night by 9 p.m. Eastern, okay, is usually when it's loaded, okay? And the neat thing about this is you have an entire weekend head start if you want to take advantage of it, on the week's assignments. Pretty cool thing, I think. Okay, and now I want to talk about the academic calendar, okay? Brandman has 3 trimesters. You have your fall trimester, spring trimester, summer trimester. These are 16 weeks each. 16 times 3 is 48. So, how things will flow, okay? Your first fall class will go from Labor Day to the end of October. Your fall B class will go from November to the week before Christmas, okay? Then you'll get about 2 or 3 weeks off and reconvene sometime in January for spring A, which goes from about the second week of January till the end of February. Spring B goes from the 1st of March till the end of April, okay? And then in summer A starts beginning of May, goes to end of June. Summer B is July till about the 3rd week of August, and you have a week off before the fall begins, usually the day after Labor Day, okay? Okay, a couple other things you may be wondering. Does Walmart or Brandman University or any other colleges under the Live Better U umbrella, do you have to have your own computer? The answer currently is yes. Although I've heard maybe a rumor or two that maybe Walmart is looking into helping if people need a computer, okay? Conclude with this. The process for this thing, it can seem rather daunting, but I will tell you, dealing with the Guild education in Brandman University, from May to July when I was going through the enrollment process, the people there are very friendly, very helpful, very knowledgeable, because sometimes you want things to go slowly, college is an important thing. Sometimes, it's good if it goes slowly. You just, if you go to community college and register one day and go to class next day, it can be a whirlwind. It can be a shock to your system sometimes too. So, yes, Live Better U through Walmart is a wonderful program, and it's eligible for any full-time or part-time associate. The only thing is you have to be employed for at least 90 days before you're eligible for it, okay? And also, you must remain employed with Walmart if you want to continue with Live Better U. If you get terminated, it's over. Now, if you get terminated, I want to say you're going to be eligible to finish up whatever classes you have to. But after that, no, you cannot. If you get terminated, let's say, on September 30th, but you're in class till November, you can finish up. But no, you cannot enroll for classes November through the end of December. Okay? Anyway, that is my story. I am the Conservative Pelican. See y'all later. Bye-bye.